Good afternoon, everybody, or good morning, or good evening, whenever you're watching this. How you all doing? How's your week been? Let me know. Leave me a comment and let me know how you're getting on. Sorry, my eyes feel a bit weird. I'm just after making a big pot of chili and chopping loads of onion. Itchy eyes. Anyway, it's been a wonderful week. I talked about this, I think, in yesterday's vlog already. It's been one of those weeks where you feel that you've done something that might have kind of long-term consequences. Like you've done some work that was so good that you think that it's gonna lead to a lot more work. And in a way, like, it was kind of accidental thing. It wasn't like, it was kind of a planned accident, if you know what I mean. Like it was one of those things that we were planning to do. We've been planning with Brian to do music together for a long time, and it's like this back of my mind has always been some part of me knowing that I'm going to be making music with him, because years and years ago we played together in another bar here in Dublin, just a Friday afternoon session, and we kind of clicked from very early on. Like, it was actually a mutual friend of us who's since passed away put us together, and we just got on so like house of fire, and musically as well, like we just clicked straight away. And then I've been playing with Des for very long time, and then we were kind of put into position that we were going to be doing a couple of gigs, and we just thought, look, maybe we should just do a bit of a rehearsal to see if we can do something more interesting out of it. And the results were just amazing. Like there's stuff on our, I've been reposting some stuff on Instagram, which I will talk about in a second, but of other people posting videos. I posted some videos as well of the gig, and it was just so much fun. And since then we have another rehearsal, which I posted little clips about in yesterday's vlog as well, and the music is just sounding better and better. So, and in a way, it's like it's a combination of a lot of the work that I've been doing for the past kind of 2.5 years, because I've been writing these songs and I haven't really had any kind of platform to perform them live, apart from occasional shows and then the sessions in the Porterhouse, which is great, but it's still like being on that situation of being standing on the stage with a band, playing a rehearsed set. It's a very unique feeling, and so yeah, it feels like a lot of things that come together, and I'm looking forward to seeing how far we can push it. But yeah, a lot of that has been in my mind as well this week. But nevertheless, nothing's changed in the world of what we do. So this week we had another new song. This one's called Impossible, and it's a kind of important song for me. I talk a little bit of detail about it on Friday's vlog, so I won't get into too much of it, but it's to do with the way we treat the environment and the other species on this planet, and like what are we going to leave behind, and it's reminding us that it's not impossible to change things now. A lot of people are saying that it's too late, and other people are saying that nothing's happening. We can make a big change, and the big change starts from within us, and that's what the song is about. So go and check it out. And also, I'm just as we speak uploading a lyric video for it up on YouTube, so it'll be up there as well. And it's on a Bandcamp. Just go and download it for free, or if you feel like paying something for it, it'd be greatly appreciated. But it's not any kind of obligation. Just go for it. You know, just get yourself a copy. And because of the important message of the song, it'd be nice if you could share it as much as possible with people as well. Then on to this week's vlogs. Yeah, it was a good week of vlogs, wasn't it? Actually, let me know. Did you enjoy the vlogs? Let me know in the comments. I enjoyed making a lot of them. The first vlog is actually, first vlog of the week is the 155, the Rockin' Night in the Porterhouse, and that is from that show that I just talked about in the beginning of it. It's me, Des, and Brian. We brought in our A game and we put on a good fight, and we took the crowd with us for quite an amazing journey. So check it out. The video is kind of nice. The camera angles are not the greatest, and I've been doing a lot of research on that, because it's very difficult for me to film and do a great gig at the same time unless I have very much kind of automated stuff going on. So I'm looking into improving on that, but I'll talk about that in another vlog as well, a bit more. Check it out. There's some pretty wild music going on there. Electric banjo sounds amazing. I think it's the way of the future. 156. I go back and talk about the gig again. So thinking back, Saturday makes me smile. And in this vlog, I kind of get into talking about why it kind of felt so good on the night, and a bit of the backstory of everything, and And then I also kind of get kind of quite philosophical talking about the purpose of why I do what I do, and get into a bit about the filming aspect of how I can improve the videos, specifically the live videos from Porterhouse. I know there's not going to be like, it's not going to be everyday thing that there's going to be a video from a live show, but there's still going to be pretty much almost every week something, even if it's a little bit. And even at the rehearsals, I really was feeling that it'd be nice to have a couple of different cameras, and instead of me kind of jumping around with the camera all the time and trying to capture everything, it'd be nice to have a couple of detailed things. So check it out, and let me know in the comments of your thoughts on how you think I should improve the vlogs and the actual filming part of the vlogs. Then on Wednesday, it's becoming a tradition now that Wednesday is the studio vlog, and as long as I keep on recording, I think it will be the case, because it's the kind of easiest way for me to do the recording and vlogging at the same time, and the recording part of it is quite time consuming. But in this week's vlog, it's a longer vlog than usually. It's nearly 18 minutes, and I get really deep into talking about kind of the little details of the song. I show you why I put some elements into here and there, and yeah, I think it's a very there's a lot of information there, so I think there's a lot of lessons there for some of you guys to take away. And even if you're not into the actual production part of it, but you enjoy the music, I think you will find it interesting as well. So go check it out. It's called 157 My Head is Melting. Then there's one vlog I did this week which didn't really get as much love as I would have expected it, because I put a lot of love into it. And it's the sun finally kind of came out here in Dublin in a little bit better way. It's still surprisingly cold. It's much colder than usually at this time of the year, but the sun has been out, which is nice. Like, just get a bit of vitamin D, and get a bit of color in your skin. So that's been really nice. And Thursday I had a little bit of time, so I decided to go out, and I went to the Ivy Gardens, which is probably my favorite park in Dublin. I do like them, all of them, a lot, but that's the one that is kind of a little bit less known. And they had this particular fountain, which is kind of almost like a waterfall, and they had that fixed, which they've been working on that for ages, and it looks amazing. I posted Instagram pictures of it, and people went mad over it. So check it out. The vlog, I also get into the history of the place and everything, so I'll show you around quite a bit. So check it out and let me know what you think of it. I think the name, the Ivy Gardens, is not the most appealing name for a lot of people, so that's why I didn't get the usual amount of clicks on the link. But live and learn. But at the same time, I want the name be something that if people who actually do want to learn about Ivy Gardens or know about it or see it, they can find it in a long term rather than a first few days. Then Friday's vlog was actually really funny. It's a nice one. Fridays I try to, from now on, it's another one of my schedules. I try to talk about the week's song, and I get into pretty detail about the song and what my thoughts about it is behind it. And so check it out. But before that, because I didn't want to just do that, I want to keep the other things happening as well. I brought the camera with me. Me and Brian had a kind of extempore night out, which I haven't done in a long time. I still was very sensible. I wasn't going mad or anything. But we had a really great night, and there's some funny bits from Porterhouse, and I think you'll enjoy it. So check it out. It's called vlog number 159. This will never reach the interweb. To know what the interweb means, you need to watch the vlog. And the last vlog of the week is it's called vlog 160. Des has 5 drum kits. Again, to understand these names, you're gonna have to watch the whole vlog. But I brought you along to our rehearsals. I didn't want to make it this time into kind of a music video thing, not because it wasn't good enough, just the opposite. It was so good, the footage and the audio that I captured from there, that I'm actually gonna release them as a separate music video track thingy. So there's little bits there which is only filmed with a camera microphone, and there's a lot of kind of funny carry on what goes on in the rehearsals where you put 3 lads in a room. So it's funny. And then I talk a little bit more about my week and how kind of my in the moment feelings about the week and what's going on, and how my Friday's busy schedule and everything like that. So go and check it out. It's really cool, and you can really see I was trying to kind of give you a little glimpse of some of the talent of these guys that I'm playing with at the moment. Like I feel blessed to be in this situation. Like the stuff that Brian is coming up with electric banjo is just out of this world. I've never heard anybody else do it. I've never heard anybody even say that they've heard anybody else do it, and everybody who heard him play kind of goes like, what is he doing? So it's very unique, and it's great to be part of it. Dez's drumming is always been so solid, and I'm a big fan of his drumming. And again, I feel very blessed to be able to play with him. People say that all the time that you're very lucky to be able to do this. I am, but at the same time, I don't believe in luck. I believe in kind of you position yourself, you make your own luck. It's up to you to make these things happen. But there are certain elements which is just like the universe colliding, where I cross paths with these wonderful musicians, because I'm not really good at kind of hustler, or I'm not one of those guys that he goes to every conference and he'd be talking to everybody and hustling and pushing. I'm kind of more of laid back. I kind of observe a lot, and before I kind of get into these situations, and the fact that I've kind of crossed paths with these two guys is just, that's the lucky part. That's what I'm lucky about. All the rest of it is just hard work. Yeah, that's that. The only other thing I wanted to talk about a little bit about the Instagram very quickly. Hold on a second, I'll get the phone. I got a new app. It's just this R&R. I don't know if you can see. It's this one. What it does is, if I see something, and I specifically got it after this show because there's a couple of videos went up on Instagram of the show from just people who happen to be there. And here's the thing: if you ever my shows, any shows, film, take photographs, share them with the world. I love seeing them afterwards. But this app is specifically used so that you can repost somebody else's Instagram post, but at the same time giving credit to it, like the name of the person who filmed it is going to come up underneath it, and then I obviously want to give credit to them as well. And so it's pretty cool. So there's a little clip of the video up on my Instagram page, and it's doing really well at the moment. It's I only posted like an hour ago, and so overall it had 150 views. So yeah, go on check out. The guy's name is Jackson Waits. Jackson Waits. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. At Jackson Waites. Check out. He seems to be traveling around Europe at the moment. I saw him in Dublin and then in Lisbon, where I was earlier on in the year as well. So it was nice to see it. So he seems like a guy who's got a bit of adventures kind of going on there. So well worth the following. So as my thank you to him, I wanted to send as many of you guys to go and follow him and check him out. That's about it. Just the usual bit of housekeeping. Patreon allows me to keep on doing what I do, and if you want to support me, go to Patreon and consider pledging anything from $1 a month upwards. Patreon allows me to keep on releasing a song a week, releasing the vlogs, releasing all the videos and that kind of stuff. The music will lead to other stuff, like for example this band will hopefully get some sort of movement, and hopefully we get to do more shows, and I have other shows as well here in Dublin. So I do have other work as well, but the Patreon kind of, the bigger that gets, the more I can kind of concentrate on putting time on these vlogs, which even now it's taking a crazy amount of time, and more I can kind of plan things around the vlog as well. So if you enjoy what I do, the best way to show your appreciation and definitely make me feel the most appreciated is pledging on the Patreon. So go and check it out, www.patreon.com/jpkallio. And that's about it. Listen guys, have a great week. I've got loads of cool stuff coming up. It's going to be a busy month and a half, 2 months of rehearsing, and then we got a lot of gigs coming up in June and July. On top of that, I'm still doing all my gigs with Slither. I'm still doing all the sessions as well, so there'll be loads of stuff from there, and I'm gonna try to show you as much this wonderful city as well in the next few weeks as possible. Sorry I haven't been able to travel anywhere. I haven't been away since January, February. I was meant to go lots of places, but this moving house thing kind of got out of the way, and I have to kind of recoup my finances right now. And there's a few other things I have to invest in, equipment and that kind of stuff. So it's kind of taking a lot. But there's when we get halfway through the summer, it all starts again crazy. I'll be on tour, and then I have a wonderful trip coming up in September, but we'll talk a little more about that later on. And usually towards the end of the year I'll be traveling a lot more anyway. So listen guys, thanks for watching, and have a great week, and let's keep on doing this together, okay? Talk to you soon.
You can climb a mountain one step at a time. Impossible, it's just a word in your mind. Nothing's impossible.